Okay, good morning. I know she's there somewhere. You ready? Let's go. I think Mark is missing because it's a holiday, but I'll send him the class, and Anne should be here. But we're gonna start because it's time. So make sure you have water and a towel. Come all the way to the back of the mat and take your feet nice and wide. We're gonna take a nice big deep breath. Reach your arms long. And then take them back down. And just bring the right arm up, let the hip go out to the right, and then take it over. Keep the arm really trying to reach out. And this left hand can either rest on your thigh if you want to offset some of the weight. Wherever it feels good is where it should be. Okay, let's switch. Sweep this arm up. Big deep breath as you do this. Let the hip go out and the arm go over. And come back. Bring your hands on your hips and just rock the hips from side to side. Nice. Now swing them back behind you and then come back forward and go the opposite way. I'm just going to do this a few more times. It's a great way to activate these inner thigh muscles. Okay, now make a fist, thumbs up, and pull the elbows all the way back. Backwards and then towards each other. That's what you're doing. Hold them there, get the belly button up and then fold halfway down. Keep the elbows exactly where they were. Come back up. We're going to do this a few more times. So the legs ideally are nice and straight. So while you do this, think about isometrically pulling your feet together so you get a big activation of those inner thigh muscles. While you go up and down, just maybe 3 or 4 more times. And now release the hands down to the floor. You're going to walk forward with them till you're in your high plank. Your feet can stay nice and wide. Let's bring the shoulders over the hips. Sorry, over to your wrists. I'm so sorry. Hold that belly button up and in nice and strong through the whole class. Now let's take it to a down dog. Pushing those heels towards the floor. Your feet are still on the edges of the mat. Come back forward. Go back to that down dog. And forward. And back. And forward. Now, when you're in your high plank, bring your feet so they're 4 to 6 inches apart. And now we're going right back to that down dog. And then come back forward. And just sort of oscillate between the two, nice and slow. When you pull back, you want to be driving those heels towards the floor. When you come forward, you want to get nice and high on the tippy toes. Okay, so from your high plank, I want you to step your feet into bear with your knees just hovering over your mat. And now we're going to do the same thing. Take it to a small dog. Push the legs straight with your heels down. And then come back into that hover bear position. And then right back to the dog. And you're going to do this 3 or 4 more times. Nice and slow going down with the knees. Nice and slow going back into that down dog. Now this time, put the knees on the floor. We're going to transition into some cat-cows. So nice and slow, opening up those shoulder blades, big arch in the back, and then reverse it. Be mindful to keep the belly pulling up and in. And just find a nice rhythm where you inhale as you arch and you exhale as you reverse it. Try to breathe as much as you can today. Okay, let's find a neutral spine. Back into that small dog, and you're gonna walk your hands all the way back to your feet. And we're gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time. Nice and slow. Take a nice big deep breath. And bring your hands to heart. We're gonna step our left foot forward. Pretty big distance now between the front and back foot. Sweep the arms up. Hold here, just breathe. Now you're gonna elevate that back heel as high as you can, and then press it down. It might not get all the way down, but just sort of keep oscillating between lifting and lowering. I'm gonna do two more, nice and slow. Nice. Now take the arms by your side. You're going to come all the way down. We're going to meet in a high plank. To a down dog. We're going to lift the left leg up. And then switch, lift the right. And just keep going side to side with your legs. Don't forget to breathe. And we're going to float it back to plank. And we're going to do some scapular push-ups here. So without bending at the elbow, you're going to lower the chest through the arms and press away. Just go nice and slow. You always have the option to put your knees down. We're going to do a few more. Now back to that downward dog. Walk your hands all the way back to the feet. And we're going to roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Proud of the chest, sweep the arms up. Bring your hands to heart. You're going to step your right foot forward. Big step forward. Arms come up. Just breathe. Now, with your back heel, lift it as high as you can, and then lower it towards the floor, and lift. And if you feel unsteady, make your stance like you just take that back foot, move it a little bit to the left. Okay, hold it up. You're going to swan dog these arms all the way back down. We're going to step back, meet in our high plank. From here, you're going right to a down dog. This time, we're just going to alternate pushing our heels into the floor. Really trying to loosen up your calves, massaging the pads of your feet. So get nice and high on the pad of the foot. And then drive that other heel all the way down. Now we're going to hold on one side. Hold on the other. Float forward to plank. Put your knees down. We're going to hover and take the chest all the way down to the floor. Keep your neck nice and long so your face is just looking down. And come up onto your forearms now. So now you're slightly looking forward of your mat. Big stretch for your belly. Stay here for a few breaths. Now let's bring our hands back by your chest. Tuck your toes under for stability. You're going to press yourself Up, hips are off the floor, but your knees can stay down. Slowly lower back down, keeping the elbows close to the side of your body. And then press it back up. And lower back down. And one more time. Press it up. And this time you're on the tops of your feet and you're bringing your hips all the way back to sit on top of the heels and relax your forehead all the way down to the mat. Big, deep breaths. Feel that low back get a nice stretch. Now come back forward. So your hips are forward, your wrists are under your shoulders. You're going to slowly lower back down again. Now, on the tops of your feet, your legs are going to relax. We're going to work the erectus spinae muscles. So without pressing your hands into the floor, they're just by your chest. I want you to lift the chest up off the floor and draw the belly in. So you feel the muscles that run along your spine active. Now hover your hands off the floor and lift your elbows up to the ceiling. Nothing else changes. Keep your neck long. Your face should be looking straight down. Put your hands down, press yourself back up. Tuck your toes under, meet me in a down dog. Lift your left leg up. You're going to open the hip and bend at the knee. Big activation for the gluteal muscle. Do the same on the other side. Put that foot down, come back into your high plank. Just hold here for a few breaths. Legs should be straight, heels pushing back, belly in. Now, take your right knee to the floor, right down into the middle of your mat. You're going to kickstand that right foot. Take your right palm to the center of the mat. Open your chest to face the left side of your room. Kneeling side plank. So your left arm is going to reach straight up to the ceiling, and you're going to lift your back leg. Now I'm on the top of my foot on that right foot, just to amp it up a little bit. But if you can try it, great, see what happens. If not, keep your toes tucked under on that right foot. Lower that leg, lift it back up. It's a little bit of a balance challenge, not depending on that right foot, really forces you to find muscle to help you stabilize. Lower back down, one more time, lift. Now come back onto all fours. We're going to do a few cat-cows as a reset before we go to the other side. Go at your own pace, find your breath. Okay, nice neutral spine, left hand in the middle, left knee in the middle. Take that foot off, sweep your right leg back. Now you're kneeling side plank facing the right side of your room. Right arm nice and long. See if you can not be on your toes on the left foot and lift your back leg up. Strong and straight, as high as it'll go. Lower it back down and lift. Try to get a little higher each time we do this. And lower and lift. Keep that right arm nice and long. It's reaching right up to the ceiling. Now come back onto all fours. We're going to go back to a child's pose, only this time tuck your toes under. Bring your hips back. Slide your hands to the corners of the mat. Forehead is just covering above the floor. So now you've got your head and arms off the floor. Try to sink that chest down. Keep the belly button drawing in. You're here for 3 big deep breaths. Take your left palm, open it to face up towards the ceiling. Lift the arm off the floor. Reach it towards the front of your room. And then close it and relax. Switch sides. Open, lift, and reach. Keep the arm long. Do it again, other side. Your neck is still off the floor. Switch. And one more time on each side. Come back up onto all fours. Meet me in your bear. Rotate your knees to the left. So you're feeling your right oblique working. And then go the other way. Go to a small dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. You're in a full forward fold here, completely unweighting your upper body. We got a little balance challenge coming. So we're going to start with our hands, both of them, on your left shin or ankle. So that's number 1. Number 2, I want you to kickstand the right foot, which means you're weighting mostly into your left leg. This is what we call easing into this. So you're getting your body ready to sweep the right leg back behind you. So it's parallel to the floor. Let's try it. Keep that back leg nice and long. You're just balancing on that one leg. Now, if you need to take the hands out in front of the foot for added support, go ahead. But it's nice to try to keep them in close to the leg and see if you can maintain the balance. Okay, put that foot down, switch your hands over to the other leg, kickstand the left foot, start to weight into that right leg, and then sweep the left leg back. You're keeping your hips nice and square, so the left leg is just parallel to the floor. Most important, you're using the muscles in that left leg to help you steady the balance. Okay, relax that foot to the side. Inhale and extend the spine. Shift your hips back, walk your fingers forward. Little tug of war going on between the fingers and the hips. Make sure your neck is relaxing, no tension there. Fold it back down. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Crowd out your chest, stand nice and tall. Hands on your waist. Kickstand the left foot again. So I'm just lifting my heel up and I'm weighting mostly into my right leg. Now pick up the left knee. Circle the ankle. Go the opposite way. Point and flex. Just hold. Now you're going to take hold of this left foot with your left hand. So the heel is going up to your butt. Take that right arm, sweep it up towards the ceiling. Just hold. You can do a little hip hinge forward if you want to switch things up. And then release it. Switch sides, pick up your right foot. Kickstand it first so you get the balance sorted out. This leg has a moment to adapt. Then find the foot, sweep the arm, whoops, sweep the arm up. You can add in a little forward lean. release the foot. Bring the knee up, circle the ankle. Go the opposite way. Point and flex. Just hold. Try to really calm that foot that you're standing on. Sometimes it's not so easy. Okay, put it down. We're going to turn and face the right side of the room, and you're going to take your feet far apart. Let's get the heels by the left side of your mat. Now, hands to heart, you're going to lunge into that right leg. You want to go low enough that you can feel the stretch in that inner thigh. Take the arms out, shift your hips back. Take those toes on that left foot, turn them up. And then come back up, hands over heart. Do the same the other way. Lunge left. Nice and low till you feel that inner thigh. Then shift the hips back, move the arms forward. Toes come up towards the ceiling on that right foot. And then come back up. You're going to take your torso halfway down. Draw the belly up and in. Ideally, your torso is parallel to the floor. And now you're going to sweep the left arm out, shifting the hips back, and then the right arm. Lots of work for the core here. Try to keep the arms nice and long. And then fold it down and relax. Let the top of the head hover above the floor. Maybe we take our feet a little further apart. Hang out here and breathe. Okay, fingertips only on the floor. You're going to inhale and extend to a flat back. Sweep the left arm out to the side, parallel to the floor. Lift the left shoulder up. Take your gaze, look up at your left hand. Now, if it hurts your neck, look straight ahead or down at the floor. Shift those hips back a little more if you can. Lift the shoulder a little higher. And then relax. Fold everything all the way down. Top of the head hovers. Inhale, extend, fingertips only. Shift hips back, right arm out, lift that right shoulder. Follow the hand. Fold it all the way down, relax. Inhale, extend the spine. Another stretch for our lats here. Walk your fingers out, off the mat. Keep walking them. Keep shifting your hips back. Your back playing that little tug of war here to open up your lats. Big, deep breaths, and please make sure your head and neck are just chilling out. Okay, pull all the way back down, head hovers. Now we're going to walk our hands to the front of our mat. Turn your front foot to face forward and get on the toes on your back foot. So you're in what we call a runner's lunge. You're ready to take off here. Now, our big takeoff is going to be moving the arms out to the side, pushing through your front heel and slowly coming up till your shoulders are just forward of the hips. Now flip your palms, sweep the arms backwards, hold on this spot. Let's do goalposts with the hands. Turn your palms to face forward. Elbows are at the height of the shoulder. You fold the hands down without lowering the elbows and pick them back up. Couple more. Now sweep the arms up, nice and long. Take it all the way down. Step back to your plank. Pick up your left foot. Keep your hips nice and even, and if the shoulders moved back, move them forward. Switch legs. Come back to your downward facing dog. You're here for 5 fabulous breaths. Close your eyes. Get lost a little bit here. Just breathe. Come back to plank. Take your right foot forward. You're back in runner's lunge. Arms out to the side. Press through the front heel. Slowly come back up. Flip your palms. Move the hands back. Get nice and high on the toes on that back foot. Now we're going to field goal the arms. Palms come down. Sweep them back. While you do this, you try to pull the shoulders apart. So you're broadening through the shoulders. Sweep the arms up. Now, if you ever feel compression in your lower back when you do this, just lean your front body forward a little bit. It's all about feeling good, not bad. Okay, arms are going to come down nice and slow. Meet me back in your high plank. Now you're going to take your left knee to your left elbow, cross it over to the right, bring it back to the left, sweep it backwards, but keep it off the floor. 3, 2, 1, put it down. Right knee to right elbow, cross it, bring it back, sweep it back, hold it for 3 counts. Put it down, put your knees down, do a nice slow hover till your chest is all the way down on the floor. Keep your face looking straight down. Draw the belly button up and in. Lift the chest off the floor, lift the hands off the floor to hover, and lift the elbows up towards the ceiling. Put the hands back down, sweep yourself up. Tuck those toes under, you're right back in your down dog. Walk your feet forward so they end up in the middle of the mat. Meet me in a full forward fold. Feet are a little wider than hip width. Turn your toes out slightly. Inhale and extend the spine. It's like a duck walk. Legs are nice and straight. Now squat down for me. Pick your hands forward. Arms are long. Come back up. Sweep the arms to the ceiling. Take them out to the side. And relax. Turn your toes back to face forward. We're just going to sway the arms side to side. Little reprieve. Should feel good. Nice. Now, quiet the arms. Big deep breath. Swan dive it down. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Palms down. Step or jump back. You're in a high plank. We're going to do a nice little hover. Meet me in your up dog. Toes tuck under, down dog. 3 deep breaths. Walk your feet all the way forward so you're at the front of your mat. Inhale, extend the spine. Reverse it all the way back up. Reach for the ceiling. Lift the shoulders up. Try to get taller. Swan dive it down. Inhale, extend the spine. Palms down, step or jump back, plank. Hover. Up dog. Down dog. 5 beautiful deep breaths.
Baby steps forward with your feet till they're in the middle of the mat. Hands walk back. You're in a full fold. Inhale, extend the spine.
Reverse it, come all the way back up, reach for the ceiling. Bring your hands to heart. You're gonna step your front foot forward a little bit and the back one back. So a little pyramid stretch coming. So what do we do here? We get our feet facing forward, so take a peek. You want your feet as far apart as you can get them, keeping both heels down. Now, if you want to really bring the core into play while you do this, you take that back foot, step it inside, or move this one in, so you're sort of walking a tightrope. And then with your spine long and your hands over heart, we're going to fold halfway down. We're going to hold there for 3 breaths. Really feel that rib cage expand as you breathe. Now you're going to flex the spine, bring your hands down to frame your foot. You're going to let your head go. So you're folding over that leg. Remember, ideally, we want both of our legs to stay nice and straight. And if you really want to challenge your balance, find that tightrope. Okay, we're going to inhale and extend the spine. Bring your hands back onto your shin. Now take the arms out to the side as you bring your shoulders back up. Nice long arms. Open the palms, sweep the arms up. Bring your hands over heart, step your back foot forward. Big deep breath. Hands to heart, left foot goes back this time. So you got to figure out how far can you get these feet apart before we start the exercise. Find that nice little tightrope if you can. Hands to heart, we're coming down halfway. Spine does not flex. When you get there, give me 3 big deep breaths. Keeping both legs straight, fold all the way down, fingertips on the floor. Try not to weight into your hands. So you're really using your upper body weight to release the back of the right leg. Just enjoy. Inhale, extend the spine, hands come back onto your shin. Arms out to the side, slowly come back up. Open the palms to face the ceiling, sweep the arms back. Sweep them up. Bring your hands to heart, step forward. Big deep breath. Now hold the arms up. I'm going to step back a little so you can see. Arms nice and long. We're going to hip hinge. So all you're doing, you're holding those arms out and up, but you're making sure you can see them in your peripheral vision. And then stick your butt back. Draw the belly in. Keep the arms long. Keep your legs long. This should feel like work for your entire back, belly, arms. Something so simple yet so challenging. Now release it. Oh, how good does that feel? Sprout out that chest. Get the arms nice and high behind you. You still have to work the belly here. Sweep them back. Maybe you lean a little more forward, but the spine stays long. Just breathe when the work is hardest. Okay, relax the arms, spread out your chest, sweep them back behind you. Your palms are facing the earth. And now we're just gonna fold it all the way down, let the head go. You're gonna cross the arms. Just let the shoulders fall towards the floor. Let everything hang out, especially the head. Big, deep breaths. Getting good blood flow to our face. Nice stretch behind the legs. Try to keep those legs really straight. Maybe you shift the hips back a little if you can. Now we're going to add a little rotation. If your eyes are closed, sometimes people need to open them to maintain the balance. You decide, but you're just going to rotate your forearms and your shoulders to the left. Keep your hips quiet, right? We're not moving the hips. We're just twisting the upper body. Go the other way. And then come back, square everything out, put the hands down, walk it out to plank. From here, downward facing, 5 deep breaths. This is the last time you're in this pose. Try to get the most out of it. Okay, knees down on the floor. You're going to kick your feet out to the side. Have a seat on your butt. If you have a strap for stretching or a towel, you can use it. We're going to come down Pilates style, nice and slow. I'm going to take a towel around the bottom of my right foot, and I'm going to hold on to the towel with my right hand. So a couple of nuances. One, I want the left leg long. So if you can, make it long and try to get that calf muscle pressing down into the mat. Okay, and you want to maintain that. That left foot is flexed. Now, with the help of the right arm, you're going to press the heel up towards the ceiling of the right leg and see if you can move the foot a little further back. So you're getting into that hamstring. Hold on that spot. Now you're going to take your left arm and reach it out. Palm faces up. We're going to take this right leg and we're going to move it out to the side. You're going in slow motion. You're keeping both hips on the floor. You're not rolling up. Once the leg has gone out as far as it's going to go out, maybe try moving it to the back a tiny bit. Now let's take it back up. You're going to switch hands with the towel. So hold on to the towel with the left arm. Take the right arm this time out to the side. Keeping both hips on the floor, you're going to slowly, in slow motion, cross that right leg over the body. Feeling, oh my goodness, all the tendons behind the knee, on the outside of the calf and outside of the leg. Just sort of hang out there. Tingling is perfectly normal. Okay, let's bring the leg back up. You're going to release the towel. Give that knee a nice big hug. Bring it all the way into the chest. Now from here, without changing that left leg, we're going to grab hold of the outside of that right foot. We're going to do a one-legged happy baby stretch. So take that right heel, press it up towards the ceiling. Now release that leg all the way down along the floor. A little reset, we're gonna point the toes and take both arms back behind us. Full body lengthening here going on. Spread your fingers wide, reach for the back of the room. Arms are nice and long. Draw that belly down, even though gravity's helping. Bring the arms all the way back up. You're gonna find that towel, you're gonna wrap it around the bottom of the left foot, you're holding onto it with your left hand. Before you get started with that left leg, I want you to focus on that right leg. Foot's flexed, calf is pushing down. Doing your best to keep that leg straight. Now, if you can, push that left heel up towards the ceiling and see if you can move the leg a little further back. It's all about finding a nice stretch in the back of that left leg. Okay, let's open the right arm out across the floor and let's slow motion this left leg across the body to the right side of your room. You decide how far you go, but I want both your hips on the floor, so it's not going to be far. You just want to feel all those tendons on the outside of that left leg. Go, oh my goodness, what is she doing? Let's go the other way now. Take it out to the left for a nice inner thigh stretch, very slowly. It's not about how far you go. I want you to stay square with the body. Maybe move it a little bit to the back. That's why I like to do this stretch with a towel, because it makes it a little easier to maintain your form. Okay, bring the leg back up. You're going to release the towel, hug that knee into the chest. The right leg has not changed position. Now you're going to bring the left arm inside that leg and grab hold of the outside of the foot. Left heel straight up to the ceiling. Try to bring the knee closer down towards the floor. Okay, we're gonna do figure four stretch. So both feet on the floor, walk the heels close to your butt, feet are hip width apart, get nice and flat on the shoulder blades. We're gonna rock the pelvis a few times just to get ready for this fabulous stretch. So tilting the pelvis up so you feel the low back on the floor and then reversing it. While you do these, you're drawing the belly down. I know you know to do that. Okay, so neutral spine, right foot crosses over left thigh, flex it while it sits on top of the thigh. Before we go any further, I want you to move your right knee forward. Even if it doesn't go, create that activation. That's what it's about. Now bring that left knee all the way in and then open it forward again. And bring it in and open it forward. Pick your left foot up off the floor without using your hands. Draw the left knee in towards you. Now use your hands, get a little bit more range. And then release it. Switch legs. Left foot on right thigh flexed. Push the left knee forward. Just relax your arms by your side. Now bring that knee in towards you. Rotate it back out. You're sort of resisting this movement, right? Bring it in. Take it forward. One more time in. and forward. Keep that strong activation of it pushing forward as you lift the right foot off the floor and bring that right knee in. Now we're going to use our hands to assist. Pull it in even closer. This stretch is a stretch we should be doing every day. Just saying. Holding it for 20-30 seconds at least. Okay, let's release it. We are out of time. We're going to rock and roll all the way up onto our toes. And then let's meet in a full fold. Relax your head. Roll up very slowly. Let's take a nice big deep breath, and I thank you so much for your power and strength. Have a wonderful day. Woohoo! How do we feel?